Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, the SPC Tutorials. As you all know, my name is Tutor Joseph. In today's video, I'll be taking us a B122, a topic called what? Fat-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins. There are four categories of fat-soluble vitamin. They are vitamin ADEK, A, D, E, and what? K. Let us get started. Now, the first one, we shall be treating vitamin what? A. Vitamin A, when the OH group is present, which is the hydroxy group, it is called what? Retinol. But when the aldehyde functional group is present, which is CHO, it's called what? Retinal. Okay. Now, in the eye, retinal is converted to what? A retinoic acid. All right. In the eye, retinal is converted to what? Retinoic acid. Okay. Now, retinoic acid, retinol, and retinal are collectively called what? Retinoid. All right. Which means that the collective name for retinol, and retinoic acid is what? Retinoid. Take note of that. Now, retinine is absorbed by the retina of the eye. You know, the retina is the photosensitive part of what? The eye, and it is the third layer of the eye. You know, the retina has the rod and what? The cone. The rod and the cone. Now, the important chemical found in the rod is called rhodopsin, while the one found in the cone is called what? Iodopsin. And of course, you would also agree with me that the rod is sensitive to low light intensity. The cone is sensitive to what? Bright light is sensitive. That's why you have the nocturnal animals, they see clearly at night than the day. That is because they have more rod than the cone. The diurnal animals, we see clearly during the day compared to when at night we are what? Diurnal animals. But there are some animals that see both during the day and at night. They are called what? Cathemeral animals. So please, the rhodopsin is the chemical found in the rod. Then the iodopsin is the one found in the cone. Take note of that. Now, the collective name of this, and this is this. Which of the part of the eye is absorbed? Okay, that is absorbed by the retina of the eye. Retinine is absorbed by the retina of what? The eye. Now, what are the deficiency symptoms of what? Vitamin A. When vitamin A is not there, what are the deficiency? One, it can result to night blindness. It can result to what? Night blindness. Number two, there's what called xerophthalmia, or sometimes called xerophthalmia. This is what is called what? Total darkness. Please, the retinol presence in the eye is also needed for the formation of keratin in the eye. Okay, keratin is also formed in the eye by the retinol, keratin. And this retinol present in the eye is also important for good vision, two, healthy skin, and three, for good what? Growth. They are the functions of what? The retinol. Okay, now deficiency of vitamin A, I said night blindness, total darkness, and poor vision. Okay, so these are the symptoms, these are the deficiency symptoms of what? Vitamin A. Take note of that. It can also result to what? Toxicity. toxicity. Can also result to what? Toxicity. So that is all about vitamin A. Now the next one is what? Vitamin D. I said we have ADEK. A-D-E and what? K. ADEK. ADEK. Now what do you know about vitamin D? Vitamin D. There are two species of vitamin D. Vitamin D1. D1. Okay, D2 is called ergosterol. D2 is called what? Ergosterol. Then D3 is called Now, vitamin D1, let me be specific. Vitamin D1 is called calciferol. D1 is calciferol. Then D2 is ergocalciferol. Ergocalciferol. Then 3 is cholecalciferol. Alright, cholecalciferol. And we have calciferol D1. Then D2 is ergocalciferol. Then D3 is cholecalciferol. Now, D2 and D3 are synthesized in the skin when exposed to what? Excess ultraviolet what? B radiation. That's excess ultraviolet radiation. That is excess ultraviolet light. When the skin of the body is exposed to excess sunlight, all these vitamins are what? Produced. Okay. Now please, excess sunlight to the skin can result to what? Can result to cancer. Can result to what? Cancer. These are three species or three categories of what? Vitamin D. D1 calciferol, D2 ergocalciferol, D3 cholecalciferol. Take note of that. Now, what are the deficiency symptoms of vitamin D? Now, vitamin D can actually result to rickets. Okay, good. The function of vitamin D, let me give you I did not state the function. The function of vitamin D is to maintain normal calcium content. The function of vitamin D is to balance the amount of calcium, the amount of calcium present in the body. So low serum calcium result to what is called hypocalcemia. All right, low serum calcium result to what is called hypocalcemia. Okay, it's a disease. Take note of that. The function of vitamin D is to maintain what? Normal calcium content, and it's also needed for what? Healthy bones. It is needed for healthy bones. Now, what are the deficiency symptoms of vitamin D? One, it results to what? Rickets. Now, in babies, in infants, lack of vitamin D result to what? Rickets. Ricket is characterized by what? Soft bone. The inability of the bone to be what? Hardened. The inability of the bone to be what? Hardened. Soft bone. Ricket. Then in adults, it results to what is called osteomalacia. Result to what? Osteomalacia in adults. This one occurs in adults. This one occurs in infants. Okay, so osteomalacia is restricted to adults. Then rickets is restricted to what? Infants. Then number 3, it can also result to muscle weakness. muscle weakness and pain. And what? Pain. The muscle be what? Weak. Number 4, it can also result to what? Toxicity. Toxicity in the liver or the kidney can actually result to what? Abnormality or even death when not what? Treated completely. Now, so these are the deficient symptoms of or deficiencies of what? Vitamin D. And vitamin D is to maintain normal calcium content, and it's also needed for what? Healthy bones. Please take note of that. The last one. Okay, no, we've not taken vitamin E. The next one is what? Vitamin E. Vitamin E. Please take note of their functions and symptoms, so it's very important. Now, vitamin E. Now, vitamin E describes the family of 8 antioxidants. Alright? Vitamin E describes 8 families of what? Antioxidants. Now, we have the tocopherols. These tocopherols could be the alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Okay, so these are the first 4 families. I told you that it describes 8 antioxidants. That is, we have the tocopherol, alpha, that's alpha tocopherol, beta tocopherol, gamma tocopherol, and delta tocopherol. You now have tocotrienols. All right, tocotrienols. We have the alpha tocotrienols, the beta tocotrienols, gamma tocotrienols, and what? Delta tocotrienols. So these are the 8 families that vitamin E describe. Okay, now vitamin E has a lot of, when vitamin E is not present in the body of an animal, it can result to a lot of abnormalities. It can result to what? Abnormalities. Now, the most commonly, okay, well, I think all of these 8 families of vitamin E, the one that is majorly found maintained in the body is called what? The alpha tocopherol. It's always found in the body. It is the most common what? Vitamin E family, alpha tocopherol. Now, lack of vitamin E can result to 1, impaired balance and coordination. Please, impaired balance and coordination is called ataxia. All right. Lack of vitamin E, which is the alpha tocopherol, can also result to injury to the sensory nerves, and you call this peripheral neuropathy. Okay, neuropathy. Okay, an injury to the sensory nerves is called what? Peripheral neuropathy. Now, injury to, that is weakness to the muscle, is called what? Weakness of the muscle, weakness of the muscle is called what? Myopathy. Neuropathy, sorry, what is neuropathy? Neuropathy is, that is peripheral neuropathy, is a disease of what? The sensory nerves. Now, it is a weakness, or when the body is not fully balanced and coordinated, such is called what? Ataxia. Now, weakness of the muscle is called what? Myopathy. Now, when I was taking us muscular and skeletal system, I told us that the major units or structure of the muscle is called what? Myofibril. So myopathy is coined from what? Myofibril. Take note of that. Now, lack of vitamin D, lack of vitamin E can also result to lack of vitamin E can also affect the pigments, or can also damage the pigments of the eye. Damage to the pigments of the eye, and this is called retinitis pigmentosa. All right, a damage to the pigments of the eye. The pigments of the eye, I told us before, that is the rod and the cones. All right, the inflammation of the retina. Let us also use the word inflammation of the retina of the eye is called what? Retinitis pigmentosa. Now, these are the deficient symptoms of vitamin E: damage to the pigments of the eye, impaired balance and coordination, injury to the sensory nerves, weakness of the muscle. So these are the deficient symptoms of what? Vitamin E, which is what? The third fat-soluble what? Vitamin. The next one is, which is the last one. The last one is vitamin K. Vitamin K. Vitamin K. There are two species. There are two categories of it. I don't know why species is always entering my mouth. What kind of problem is this? We have vitamin K. Vitamin K is of course a fat soluble what? Vitamin. Now, the vitamin K synthesized. Okay, the vitamin K synthesized by plant is called what? Phenoquinone. No, is it non now? Non. Okay, phenoquinone. That is the one synthesized by what? Plants. Okay, but the one synthesized by bacteria by using 5 carbon atom is called what? Menaquinone. Fine. This thing is wrong. Yeah, I think this should be the correct one. Phenoquinone. The one synthesized by plants, while menaquinone is synthesized by what? Bacteria. And it is it's denoted as MKN. This N here represents what? 5 carbon atom. Take note of that. Now, MK4 is not commonly known yet. It's yet to be discovered. So this one is commonly known as what? Vitamin K1. This one is what? Vitamin K2. All right. The one synthesized by plant is called what? Phenoquinone, and the one synthesized by bacteria is called what? Menaquinone. Okay. Now, the importance of vitamin K is to. I know that lack of vitamin C normally result was scurvy, which is bleeding gum. Okay. Lack of vitamin K2 can also result to what? Bleeding gums. Alright, lack of vitamin K can result to bleeding gums, and it can also result to passing, okay, I believe this one is understood. It can also result to passing blood with urine. When blood is mixed with urine, is as a result of what? Lack of vitamin K. Alright, now uh the function of vitamin K is to enhance what? Blood clotting. Right, and this, the word coagulation, is a German word. It's a German word, right? And it means what? Clotting, blood clotting. Okay. Now, I said the function of vitamin K is to enhance what? Blood clotting, and to prevent bleeding, gum, that is bleeding of what? The gum. But when vitamin K is now absent, when it's not there, it results to bleeding, blood in urine, blood in stool, impaired blood clotting. Nice. This impaired blood clotting, I can just use the word hemophilia. And this hemophilia is what? Sex linked. It's also called what? Bleeder's disease. Bleeder's disease. Now, in children or infants, when vitamin K is absent, when the sources of vitamin K are absent in a child or an infant, it results to a life-threatening bleeding in the skull. God, I'm sweating, God. Look at I'm sweating. Jesus. Listen, I said lack of vitamin K in children or an infant result to what? Life-threatening bleeding in the skull. And this is called what? Intracranial what? Hemorrhage. This intracranial hemorrhage can lead to deaths instantly if not quickly what? Checked. So we have come to the end of the class. If you have learned something, please endeavor to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful day.